Hi everyone, welcome to Special Education 50/30/60/30, Functional Communication and Language Development. I thought I'd start out by giving you a brief introduction about myself. I know that sometimes fully online courses can feel a little bit impersonal, so I'm hoping that if I do a few videos and insert them throughout this course, you'll get to know me a little better and you will feel comfortable whenever you need to reaching out to me and asking questions and contacting me. So a little bit about me. I grew up in the Midwest. I'm originally from Kansas. I did my undergraduate work at the University of Kansas and my graduate work at the University of Minnesota. My focus areas have always been in the area of functional communication, language development, supporting the communication needs of kids with disabilities, especially kids with more severe disabilities, which we'll be talking about in this class. After I completed my master's degree at the University of Minnesota, I worked as a speech-language pathologist in early childhood settings, including early intervention and preschool, and then decided to go back and work on my PhD. Once I completed my PhD, I worked at Eastern Michigan University for several years, and then had an opportunity to come out here to the University of Utah. And that was actually 21 years ago. Truth be told, I thought I would come out to Utah, spend just a couple of years here, and then perhaps move on because I didn't know anyone that lived in Utah. But 21 years later, I'm still here. My husband and my son, who's now 18, can't really imagine living anywhere else. We love Utah, we love the outdoors, and we love all the opportunities that I have. And I really do love my department and working here at the U of U, so I can't imagine being anywhere else. A little bit about my research and my teaching. My focus area here at the department is early childhood special education, but I do teach coursework for all majors in the department: early childhood, severe, mild, moderate, and doctoral programs. This course is one of the courses that's open to all students, so welcome. And most of the work that I do focuses on communication supports for kids with disabilities. A lot of the research and work I do is identifying the best way to support kids with the most significant communication delays or disorders, including the use of augmentative and alternative communication. So looking at what we can do when kids can't use verbal language, how can we ensure that they can communicate, make friends, engage academically in their school environment and their home and community settings. And we'll be talking about augmentative communication as we move on in this course. So I guess the final statement that I'll say is I mentioned earlier that I'm actually a speech-language pathologist by training, but the focus of this course is not to make you a speech-language pathologist. If that's what you were interested in doing, there are departments on this campus as well as other programs in the state that you could do that. So I'm not trying to create speech-language pathologists in this department, but what I am trying to do is provide special educators and future special educators with the knowledge and skills that they need in order to support kids who have communication delays or disorders. As many of you know, speech-language pathologists who work in the schools in this state frequently have pretty high caseloads, and so your opportunity to interact with them and their opportunity to interact with students is sometimes limited. And so what we are doing in this course is making sure that you have the knowledge and skills so that when you do have a chance to interact with the speech-language pathologist, you guys can immediately jump into conversations because you have a shared understanding of communication needs and supports. And also so that when you're interacting with any of the kids that you work with, you do know how to interact with them in a way that really supports their communication and language development. So that will be the focus of this course, and I think that's enough about me. So it's the end of this video, and now you can move on to the next section of the module.